Hi friends, welcome to SeekaHost India YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see top 3 useful plugins for WordPress. Without wasting any time, let's roll out the intro and get into the video. The first plugin we are going to see is WP Optimize plugin. Now let's see what is WP Optimize plugin and how to use it. The WP Optimize plugin is a comprehensive all-in-one tool used to boost WordPress website performance by cleaning the database, compressing images, catching pages and minifying code. Now let's see how to use this plugin. As a first step, log into a cPanel and go to the WordPress Manager by Software Class option and log into a WordPress dashboard. Now on the WordPress dashboard, go to the plugins option. Here click on the add plugin option on the top. Now on this add plugin page, you can see the search bar. In the search bar, search WP Optimize. Now install and activate the first plugin, WP Optimize. Once the plugin is activated, you will be navigated to Welcome to WP Optimize page. Here you have to complete the basic setups. Leave the 3 enabled options as it is and click on the Save and Continue button. On the second page, enter your email and click on the Save and Continue button. Now it will show you some recommendation plugins. If you want to use these plugins, just tick the tick box and click on the Install and Continue button. If you don't want it, uncheck the tick box. These plugins used with the premium features of this plugin. If you don't want it, just click on the Skip this step button. Here click on the Skip this step button and now click on the Go to Settings button. Now we will be navigated to database optimizations page. If we scroll down, you can see the optimization options. And now if we scroll up, you can see the tables option on the top menu bar. Click and open it. Here you can see your database tables. Now go back to the optimization page and scroll up. Please note that before optimizing, you need to take your database backup for your security purposes. Or else you can use the Updraft Plus plugin to take the backups. Here you can optimize your database tables, clear all post revisions and clean all your draft posts and clear all your trashed posts. And you can remove spam and trashed commands, remove unapproved commands, remove expert transparent options. To do that, select the things that you want to optimize and now click on Run All Selected Optimizations. Here, tick the checkbox and click on the Apply Optimization button. Now the selected things has been optimized successfully. And now if we scroll up on the top menu bar, you can see the settings option. Click and open it. Here you can see the database settings. On the general settings, you can see 2 options: keep last week data, always keep post revisions. The first option, retain data from the chosen period and remove any garbage data before that period. You can configure this option if you want it. The second option will return a specified number of post revisions and remove any other post revisions. Now please scroll down and click on the Save Changes button to save the changes. Now on the top left menu bar, click on the Images option. Here you can compress your site's images. Leave the first 2 options as it is. On the compression option sections, you can see 3 options. Prioritize maximum compression. It uses lossy compression to ensure maximum savings per the image. Second, prioritize retention of detail. It uses lossy comparisons which results in much better image quality but lower file size savings per image. Next option is WebP conversion. If you want to convert the images into WebP format, please tick the checkbox. Now on the uncompressed images section, it will show the list of uncompressed images in your site. You can select the images here, uncompress. Now on the top left side menu bar, you can see the cache option. Click and open it. Now you will see the first option, enable page caching. If it is disabled, please enable it. Now if we scroll down, you can see the option purge cache. If you click it, it deletes the entire cache content but keeps the page cache enabled. And now if we scroll down, you can see the cache settings option. Here the first option, generate separate files for mobile device. If you want to generate a separate cache files for the mobile device, please click and enable it. If you want to serve cached pages to login users, please click and enable the served cache page option. Now on the cache lifespan, please enter the duration. This was the time after which a new cache version has been generated. Now if you scroll up, you can see the option preload. Click and open it. Here you can see the Run Now button. This action will trigger WP Optimize to cache the site by visiting pages to preload them so that they are ready for the first time human visitor visits them. If you want it, click on the Run Now button. Also you can schedule the preloader. For that, click on the Activate Schedule to catch preloading. Now select the schedule type. Types like daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly are available. Or else you can set it as same as cache lifespan. And now click on the Advanced Settings button. Here if you scroll down, you can see the option named URLs to include in caching. Here list the paths that should be cached. And if you scroll down, you can see the URLs to exclude from caching option. Here enter the URLs that should not be cached. And if you scroll down, you can see the option ignore these query variables when caching. List the query variables that should be ignored while caching. Here you can see the cookies which if present will preventing in caching. Enter the details here. Conditional tags to exclude from catching, enter the details same as here. List of browser agent strings which is if detected will prevent catching. List the browser agent strings, substrings that should be not saved cache files, enter it here. And now on the top left menu bar, click on the minify option. Please note that while enabling it, it will work just fine for all the sites but needs specific configuration for some of the websites. Here leave the enabled options as it is. If the settings is turned on, then the default settings or the JavaScript and CSS on these websites will be concatenated and minified, and the HTML will be minified. The first option will process the HTML files, the second option will process the JavaScript files, and the third option will process the CSS files. Now scroll up and click on the JavaScript option. Here you can set up the JavaScript options. Now you can see the second option, enable merging of JavaScript files. It will combine some multiple JavaScript file into one file. Now on the third option, contain each included file in its own block. Enable if trying to isolate JavaScript error introduced by minifying or merging. And now if you scroll down, you can see the option exclude JavaScript when processing. Here any JavaScript files that matches the paths below will be completely ignored. Next option is defer JavaScript. Here any JavaScript file that matches the paths below will load asynchronously. You can also exclude scripts from page speed, just like page speed insights, by just clicking the enable scripts from page speed. And if you scroll up, you can see the delay JavaScript option. Any JavaScript files that was entered here will be completely ignored while processing. Scroll up and click on the CSS option. Now leave the first option as it is. If you want to merge the CSS files, click on the enable merging of CSS files. If you want inline CSS, click on the inline CSS. If you want to strip the printed related style sheets, click on the strip the printed related style sheets. The other two options, exclude the following CSS files, will exclude the mentioned CSS files on the minification process. At the load CSS files asynchronously option, the mentioned files will be loaded asynchronously. Now scroll up and click on the fonts option. Here you can configure how the Google fonts and the font awesome has to be implemented on your website files. Choose the settings as per your needs and click on the save changes button to save it. And now scroll up and click on the settings option. Here leave the settings as it is, don't touch anything because it's the core settings of this plugin. Here don't change anything without knowing what is it. Suppose if you change it, click on the save settings button to save the settings. Now scroll up and click on the preload option. Here you can see the preload option is already enabled. And now scroll up and click on the advanced settings option. Here on the minify cache information section, you can list off the processed files, JavaScript files and CSS files that was minified. And if you scroll down on the advanced options, you can configure here cache lifespan. In order to prevent the broken pages after using a third-party page caching, WP Optimize keeps the pages static for the 30 days. On the default exclusion section, by default, WP Optimize excludes the list of files that are known as cache problems when minified or combined. Enable this option to edit those files. And now on the top menu bar, click on the performance option and open it. Here on the not found request field, click and enable 404 detector. Here list the most recent address requested for result in a 404 not found error. Now scroll up and click on the settings option. The first option here is our general options. Here you can see the enable admin menu bar below. This option will add a link labeled WP Optimize in the top admin menu bar. And on the second option, trackback and comment section. Use these buttons to enable or disable any trackback options of your previously published posts. Second one is comment section. Use this button to enable or disable any future comments on all your previously published posts. And now if you scroll down a little bit, you can see the export import settings option. Here you can export your WP Optimize settings. You can use it for another site or keep it as a backup. You can import the same settings here. And the last option, wipe settings. This feature will delete all the WP Optimize settings. On the list of top 3 useful plugins, we are going to see next a Simple History plugin. First, let's see what is Simple History plugin. Simple History plugin is a free WordPress plugin that provides a clear, detailed audit log of a user activity directly on the WordPress dashboard. As a first step, go to our WordPress dashboard and go to the plugins option and click on the Add Plugin button. Now on the search bar, search for Simple History plugin. Here, install the Simple History plugin and activate the plugin. Once the plugin is activated, click and open the plugin. Here on the Simple History plugin dashboard, you can see the events with the timing that was happened in your WordPress website. Also here you can sort the events. Now if we scroll down, you can see the today's events that was happened in your WordPress website. For example, we have installed the Simple History plugin. You can see the full history that was happened in our WordPress website while installing this plugin. Now on the left side menu bar, on the plugin settings, you can see the option History Insights. Click and open it. Here you can see your history insights for the events that was happened in your website. Now on the left side on the same settings, click on the Export and Tools button. Here you can export your history data to CSV JSON file. Now on the right side you can see the export button, click and open. Here choose the format to export and click on the download export file button to download it. Go to the backfill option. Backfill generate history entries from existing WordPress data. It scans for posts, pages and users to create log entries based on the creation and modification states. Please note that on the fresh installation, simple history automatically backfills history from the existing content. Now on the same left side menu bar, on the same plugins options, click the settings button and open it. The first one is the general settings. The general settings are the basic settings of this plugin. So here you don't have to change anything. If you scroll down, you can see the detective mode option. Detective mode captures the depth data for each event, including the current get post values, the current file name and much more. And now if you scroll down, you can see the email reports weekly activity digestive option. If you enable this option, every Monday you will get a summary of total event, number of posts and pages, login statistics, user creations, plugin activations, WordPress core update counts. On the receptions field, enter the mail ID that you want to receive the report. And now if you click on the show email preview button, here you can see your emails preview. Once you configure the settings here, scroll down to the last and click on the save settings button. Please note that there are some other options that will only work with the premium version of this plugin. On the list of top 3 useful plugins, next we are going to see temporary login without password plugin. Now let's see what is temporary login without password plugin. The temporary login without password plugin is a WordPress security tool that allows administrators to generate unique, secure and self-expiring links for users to access the dashboard without needing a username and password. As a first step, log into a WordPress dashboard and go to the plugins option. Here click on the add plugin button. Here now on the search bar, enter temporary login without password. Install and activate the first plugin, temporary login without password. Once the plugin is activated, you will be navigated to plugins dashboard. On the plugins dashboard, if you scroll up, you can see the option named create new. Click and open it. Now on the create new temporary login page, enter the required details. Now on the role field, assign the role for the. Now on the redirect after login option, set the page that you want to be redirected after the login. Now on the expert section, set the time frame for this particular user to access your WordPress website. Once done, click on the submit button. Now you can see the message like login saved successfully. And now if you scroll down, you can see the option here is a temporary login link. Copy the URL. Now let me show you how it works. Open the private tab and paste the link here. Now you can see that you can access your WordPress website by using this URL. On the top right corner, you can see the warning like temporary access. Now go back to the WordPress plugin page. Here on the user section, you can see your username. On the right side last, you can see the options named actions. If you click the lock button, your access will be locked and you can't access unless you unlock. And now if you click the X mark, the user will be deleted. And now if you click on the pencil icon, you can edit this user settings. If you click on the mail button, the login access link will be directly mailed to this registered mail ID. Now click on the pencil icon to edit this user settings. In the update temporary login page, you can change this user settings. For example, let me change the role to subscriber for this user and click on the submit button. The user has been updated successfully. Now if you load the temporary login URL, you can see the difference by yourself. That's all friends. If you find this video is helpful, please like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. To get instant update about the videos, please press the bell icon.